Can we roll from here? All right, perfect. No, so where exactly is this? If that's okay with you, we'll roll from here.
This is from Tattva to Jomsom.
Exactly. And then from Jomsom, you ended up going to?
Mustang.
I love it.
I'm saying it, but first I'm like remembering it, how to say it.
Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for everything already, man. We've been together for 4 hours.
Yeah, give or take.
Yeah, it seems like I'm with the friend that I went to college with, and he's in Nepal, so I've called him and just spending the day with him. So it's pretty... Yeah, I think we're similar people.
It's awesome. And again, I just want to touch base on this and say it right up front that loved what you've done in the past, 2 decades, 2.5 decades, give or take. You started very early, nee, that's the catch.
I was 20 years old in 2003 when the first Roadies happened. And I went there for our common love, motorcycle.
Yeah. First motorcycle that you fell in love with, when you think about it now?
Oh man, a Yazdi Road King 250. My dad had one. So I remember looking at it, and then lots of photographs that I remember looking at my dad's is a Yazdi Road King 250 electric blue. That's my dad's bike that I saw so many photographs of.
That's the motorcycle. And today, I took a picture of you and a motorcycle that you are a part of, if I'm not mistaken. Show this to everybody. I WhatsApped it to you, if you can, show it to everybody as well. And then today, here we are, and we're talking, and you're holding a motorcycle that you are a part of.
Give or take. It's crazy. When I was growing up, somebody asked me, what do you want to do? I wanted to go to the army because I saw this one guy. He would come in a helmet, uniform, on this bike, right?
Yeah.
And he would take out a file, go to my dad would do some stuff, and he would put it back in the bike on the side, and then he would... I was like, yeah, this is the life. This guy's work is to just ride to different parts in the day, take files from one officer to the other. I always wanted to be on a bike. Yeah. That decision of wanting to get that dream bike at that time, when in 2003 India mein, there was the highest capacity engine was 223cc Charisma. Yeah. And I had a Splendor, so I used to cross the Hero, at that time Hero Honda store on the way to college and look at this Charisma just posing and looking at me, and I was like, man, will I ever be able to get it? And I was going to the army, and all the stipend that you get in the academy comes to around 60,000-70,000 rupees. I told my dad ki as soon as I get out of the academy, I'll buy this bike. He said, yeah, do whatever, it's your money. And during those 2 months after I cleared my, the SSB and everything, there was an ad saying, if you win this amazing journey of adventure, you will win this bike, the bike that I wanted. And that journey was Roadies.
Yeah.
It's my love for bikes since the beginning of time. My dad was on a Yazdi, my mum was pregnant with me, and they were on a bike. And since I was young, I was infatuated with bikes, and that's the reason I went for Roadies. Saw life outside of the army for the first time, lots of sports, adventure. I thought sports, adventure, travel, and this adrenaline rush could only happen in the army in India. And in 2003, the only other place that I saw it was this show that I went for the bike. And that's where the life changed. And even today, I'm here sitting in front of you is because my love for bikes.
Yeah.
Right? I went on a bike trip in this beautiful country. This is the 2003 Charisma.
This is the bike, right? This is the bike.
Yeah.
Your relationship with Hero has stayed,
man,
till today.
Crazy. This bike, the keys are handed over, the brand ambassador comes to you. So Hrithik Roshan in 2003 gave all of us that, that cardboard key, this is your bike and all that. I was like, wow, man. And Hrithik Roshan had just done Kahuna Pyara in 2000. Big guy, he was a big star. 20 years later, they relaunched the Charisma last year, 2023.
I know.
And Hrithik and me were there.
Yeah, I know.
It was crazy.
I saw.
I was like, wow. And yeah, so my relationship is good with Hero because we did Roadies for 10, 11 years. I started hosting the next year. They loved me. I didn't become their brand ambassador because they didn't have to, because I was part of Roadies and they were sponsoring Roadies. So I was, by default, the Charisma guy.
Yeah.
Right? over a period of time, I started riding off-road also. Because earlier, when you're a kid, you're just riding on the tarmac or on the roads, and it's good enough. But with more exposure, with extreme sports, with going abroad, looking at other athletes, Red Bull athletes, rally, Dakar, I was like, man, let's go. Let's do the real riding. That's when I got introduced to a Red Bull athlete called Mohammed Balushi. In 2013, I had produced my first show called MTV Rannvijay Run.
Yeah.
And that's the time I realized that you could think that you've done a lot in one line of work, which is biking. And in the biking, kind of, I was zero on the sand. I was like, what? I know how to ride a bike, but I just couldn't. And I was as excited as I was, 10 years before when I got the charisma. So again, I was like, oh, wow. I was like, oh, I got a big bike. And now I was like, now I got a new playing ground with the motorcycle. So I started doing off-roading, a little bit of motocross. And that is the reason now I also do X-Pulse, not just a charisma or something, because I go off-roading. And I actually do it. And there are not a lot of guys who ride. Like every time I ride with a group of people, the first day they're like, hi, it'll be very nice. And the second day they're like, oh my God, this guy
actually rides.
Third day, fourth day, they're like, man, I can't keep up with him. Because they all want to ride with me. And then I leave the pack, right? And they reach the coffee place. And they're like, my God. I'm like, yeah. And I'm older than these guys now,
a little bit. Yeah. Let's show it to everybody. Show it to everybody, that small jump, which you did. I'm sure you did multiple of. By the way, Rannvijay, could you send me that, if that's okay with you, could you send me that video? Can I show at least one video?
You can show as many.
Just if you could send me that video, full of the landslide video.
Oh, yeah.
If just what's happened to me.
Man,
and then
before we talk about that, it's really like disheartening to see how so many people in this beautiful country, they're just last 2 days, and I was riding, so I didn't know the news.
You didn't know what was
raining, landslides are happening. Some of our bike riders have been hit by stones. Safe. We reached Tatopani and then we reached Pokhara yesterday. We're riding through this crazy weather, unexpected weather, and people have lost their lives. So my heart goes out to their families, and I know you guys, like, it's a tough country, man. This is a tough country. Like, weather-wise, geography-wise, like somebody is saying, if you don't get this flight to Kathmandu, by road to jana hi mat. From Pokhara to Kathmandu, because roads will be blocked. It's difficult. So respect to all of them and strength to the families. Now I'll send you the videos.
Done. And we're glad that you could make it. And I want to give a big shout out to my friends at Buddha Air for making this possible.
Yeah. Nice plug in there.
And you have an international flight to go ahead and catch.
Yes.
Thank you so much for that. And I just want to touch base on something before
I'm sending you the...
just WhatsApp it to me. Show me that routine of Nepal Bandha post that. I just want to say this, right? So yesterday, as you were coming to the show, and I was just writing a few things, as you can see here. There was a word that it touched me, right? And the word was called real hero, right? Real hero. And this gentleman, he's a real life hero, right? His name is zoom in taba alikati, Mr. Tamang, Chanik Lal Tamang, right? And zoom out, and he rescued 2 people from being swept away yesterday, right? He jumped into the river, and then he went ahead, and he was just watching. He was just a bystander, and then he jumped in and he saved 2 people's life. And this gentleman is the real hero.
Wow.
And I just wanted to give a big shout out to him as well. And we all need to learn from him, right? Not just saying that you're here sitting with me, but I'm just saying all of us as humanity, right? When something goes wrong and we see somebody needs help, we just need to go ahead and put our arm out, right? And he's a real hero.
When you're in a situation, how you react is very important. If you were there, I'm pretty sure you do the same. Would you be able to do it or not? But your intention is that. Because sitting here in your own capacity, you're doing what he did, but in a different manner. Like, he saved people's life physically because he was there. You are talking about him because this is what you can do today. You're letting people know that there are guys like him there. I think as citizens of India or Nepal or just of the world, if you have the intent to help, nahi hota hai. Sometimes you can't. Physically, if I'm not a great swimmer and somebody, I don't know if I can, right? the intent should be there. The humanity, you have to keep it alive.
Exactly.
I have a feeling that once you have a good set of friends, family, kids, and all that, it is generally there. And if you're not swept away with the stress of everyday, day-to-day things and all that, then you're actually a human being. So kudos to him, but also everybody who's in any position, whatever you can do, you should do.
Just help.
Just help. And it honestly, makes you feel better. It makes you feel better.
Having the mindset to support, right? There's so much negativity in the world, right? And just a mindset to go ahead and be positive somewhere or the other. That's, I believe, the most important thing.
Yeah.
And that's what
I mean, there's already lots of negative things happening. There's war. There are famines. There is this natural disasters, earthquakes. Already there is a lot of problems. And you look at. We should feel lucky that right now what's happening in Russia, Ukraine, or Lebanon, or we are in a place where it's peace right now, right? Why to unnecessarily say, "Arey, look at what he's wearing," or "Look at their car," "Oh, their business is doing so well," or "He's not looking." I mean, there's already enough. So if you're nice, if you're positive about things, if you get up and you feel blessed and grateful that you have this, and this, and you're happy, instead of saying, "I don't have this," then you'll never be happy. So I think that's the key.
You were happy with the Charisma motorcycle back in the day?
Man, I still am very happy, man. Like, even this experience, it was we didn't even know that we were going through such dangerous terrain, because when we went up, it was okay. It was still tough. That road is tough.
You rode from Kathmandu till Pokhara?
Yes.
And then from Pokhara all the way to up to Lomantang?
Yes, Lomantang. And that was it was not easy. It was a tough ride. But coming back while it was raining and all of this, there was landslides, man. And I remember going into a thing and the whole thing was just shifting. And we just went through the motions because you're in in that zone.
Yeah.
And we reached the place and everybody's like, "Oh, that was tricky. This was tricky." And we just felt lucky. And yesterday again we did it. And now we're seeing the news and all that. And we're like, man, this will be a ride of a lifetime. But also you have to be grateful that we could have, something could have happened, man.
Yeah.
The bikes can slip. They can fall.
Yeah. It's called Mystic Mustang with X-Pulse 200. You got roped in for this. But this is not the first time you're here in Nepal.
This is not the first time that the first time I actually came was, there's, DJ Ankitrix, right? Indian guy who spent a lot of time in Nepal, made this his
one of us.
Second home, right? He got me somebody said that we need New Year's Eve, let's get some cool guy. So he said, what about Rannvijay? So he kind of got me in for an event first time, and I went to Bhaktapur. Then I also did a bike ride with one of those guys, the organizers, because I was there for 2-3 days. And not just 31st, I was there for like 30th until 2nd. I wanted to see all the culture and the food, and it was I felt like the young people in Nepal at that time had more fun than us. They were just like always chilling, no real hang-ups. Then I came here for Roadies X2. When I was a gang leader first time and I won, it was here. And in my gang, there was Prince, who's now a gang leader, Varun, who's doing so well, Gurmeet, I just met him in the US. I'm still in touch with all my gang members from Roadies X2 from Nepal, and we have such great. We went to Lumbini, we went to a small place called Kirantar.
Oh, yeah.
We have many of these places, and we were riding then also, right? That time we were Charisma ZMR or something. Then I came here for the first season of Himalaya Roadies.
Yeah.
And it's just that every time I come here, I see a lot of change. The first time I came here, and the second, and now the amount of progress, traffic, I don't know if that's positive or negative, but
we're working on it.
The amount of vehicles, the amount of electric vehicles, restaurants, bars, brands, malls. It's like I've seen it grow. So as a person who lives here, you must have seen a huge change. But since I came here for the first time in 2011 to now, it's changed a lot. It's a lot of fun though. Pokhara, I was there yesterday again. We were just out. That whole lakeside area is just too good. Like you can spend months there. And even for adventure. Like this is the place for adventure, man. Everywhere I went, every house had one of those off-roading bikes.
Yeah.
It could be a very expensive one or just a normal one. And everybody has trekking gear. Everybody's tough. Mentally tough. resilient.
Yeah.
Because physically, it's one of those, you're in the Himalayas. And I saw that this whole adventure tourism is huge, man. It's huge. You come in here, there's so many foreigners, not just Indians. Indians feel like we're Indian, we're the same. When I say foreigners, I'm not a foreigner in Nepal, right?
You're one of us, brother.
Yes, we are. And so many foreigners are here, and somebody's just doing a trek, somebody's climbing, somebody's cycling, somebody's on a motorcycle. We were not the only motorcycle group on the road. There were many. And I think the tourism adventure part, Nepal's kind of getting it. They have figured it out. Like, I don't think in 2011 it was not so organized, but now, like, you say the word I want to trek, there'll be 5 guys giving you different options. You say I want to do a bike, you can hire bikes. Aisa nahi tha pehle. So now I think they've understood their value.
Yeah.
I also went to I don't know if you saw the photographs, the first day we went to the temple.
You went to Bhaktapur.
Yeah. And there also, it's clean. It's clean. Which means that they've understood the value of their heritage. There were tickets, so it's not like you can just go loiter around. So you pay the ticket, which obviously will probably help taking care of that area. And I see that people are a little happier with, tourists are coming. That means we're going to be better off, which means, there'll be more resources.
Yeah.
And this is with the bike there.
Go back. No,
that's by the way, if you go back to the helmet, I'll explain the helmet.
There's Vayaguru written on it, right?
Satnam Vayaguru.
Stay safe, right? Yeah.
So I'll tell you what that means.
Helmet helmet.
Okay, so just go back to the photograph with the Guruji. Yeah, and just zoom in a little bit. I'll tell you why. On the left-hand side, there's an orange handprint. On the right, there's a green handprint.
That's the Indian...
No, and it looks like the Indian flag.
Yeah.
Okay, so one, you see my helmet, you'll be like, okay, this is an Indian guy. Now, if you go to the close-up on the next photograph, you have the sticker of the Mystic Mustang.
Yeah, other things.
And this one, now, the orange is my daughter's handprint.
Aww.
And it's her handwriting that says, have a safe ride.
Kainat.
Heart, Kainat. In the middle, she's written, be safe. And on the other side, the green handprint is my son's handprint. He can't write right now. So with his hand, I held his hand and we wrote his name. In the middle, Satnam Vayaguru. And that AQM car is my wife. And she's written in black, ताकि मुझे नजर ना लगे. And the colors that I chose is because it's Indian. And why I need them is I need their blessing. And boy, did I need it. While I was coming down, those last 2 days, man, these guys were with me. And they need me. And I think I needed them. It was, they were always with me.
How old is your son now? Jahanveer, right? If I'm not mistaken, Jahanveer,
so
right?
Kainat means the universe, my daughter. She's 7. And Jahan means the world. He's 3. But Jahanveer Singh, because we're Sadar. So my name is Rannvijay Singha. So he's Jahanveer Singha. So heavy names.
No, it's beautiful. And a big shout out to your better half as well. Priyanka, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Yeah, man. She's enabling me to live my life and do the adventures because she takes care of the kids. It's a tough job, and there's a lot of glory in what I'm doing. You're showing my videos, riding, talking about how we survived. But it would not be possible if she didn't take care of my kids and didn't enable me. It's the other way around. It's people like, oh, what does your wife do? My wife propels me to do all of this. It's crazy. And in our homes and all, there's not a lot of appreciation for, all of this. But yeah, it's good, man. It's good. Life is good. Now I'm really itching to go back. Tonight I'll be at home. And in the morning, my kids are going to be jumping on me, so it'll be fantastic.
Oh, I know. And earlier, whatever we talked off air and all the advice that you gave me, thank you so much. I'll remember that forever.
Yeah.
I will not talk about it here, but no. I mean, it means so much.
But yeah. And you know what? I'll come back then and we'll talk about how you feel then, and maybe I'll ask you questions.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do that podcast here where I interview you.
Yeah. Or then, maybe I'll come there.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll come there.
Yeah, we have a common ground. We're planning something. We're planning something.
All right, X, show the video that I sent you, and then there are a few moments. Oh, where is, give or take, where is this?
This is on the way down from Lomantang.
So this is day before. This is 2 days ago.
Yeah, this is just before it started raining.
So okay, this is 2 to 3 days ago. Play it again, man. This is 2 to 3 days ago, give or take.
And you see the terrain. This is anyways a little tough when it doesn't rain. Now it's going to start raining in like 15-20 minutes, and then that me doing some masti.
Did you have an off-road bike before this? No, right? So
no,
X-Pulse 200 has been your...
No, I've ridden off-road. I've gone to motocross, but I generally take the bike for that day or for those 3-4 days. I'm at the academy in Dubai. A friend of mine, it's his academy. He's got many bikes, so I ride one bike for 3-4 days. But I don't have an off-roading bike with me, because in Bombay you can't.
Yeah, where would you go?
Yeah. There I have the Ultraviolette.
Yeah, which we were talking about. Yeah. How many bikes do you have now?
There used to be, before I got married, I had seven bikes, and now they've reduced. Since I got married, I used to buy bikes regularly since 2003, since I won the Charisma. I bought a Kawasaki Ninja ZX7, had a Ducati Monster, Enfield Classic, the chrome one. Had a couple of electric bikes, which were just commuters, Duke 200, a Yamaha XJ900, Suzuki Gixxer 600. And I didn't have capital to keep all, so the Ninja's capital was, then once it was sold, I got the Gixxer. The Gixxer was sold, I got the Ducati Monster. But I always had the Charisma. Then the Duke came. Then I didn't have to sell the Duke because so then I got married. The last bike that I bought was before I got married, and after that, the only bike I've gotten is the F77 Ultraviolette.
No, it's a fantastic bike. Let's go ahead and, since we're talking about it, show that picture. This happened this morning, and I want to congratulate the KDA organization and friends at the Ultraviolette team to bringing the bikes here. It's a fantastic bike, brother. And you're a part of the family, Ultraviolette family.
We're part of the same area, right? When you see a brand from Nepal or a business from Nepal doing well, even if you're not part of it, you feel so proud of it, right? I saw this product, which was world class, and it was made by boys from Bangalore who studied whatever engineering in India, and then they didn't go abroad to just get jobs. They said, we'll make a world class product, electric motorcycle, sports motorcycle. Because I have this background where I can support a motorcycle, as in to promote it, like how you do your journeys, and then whichever bike you use gets promoted. Yeah. Either directly or indirectly, right? Yeah. So I got in touch with them, and I'm like, man, what you're doing is amazing. They said, what could we do together? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Months and months of talk. I went and this thing, and I realized they were going through a fundraise. So I said, what is the value? And the value was very high. I said, you know what? I'm just going to put this much, and whatever 0.000 whatever shares I get doesn't matter, but I want to invest in this company. Now, from the boy who went for a show, which changed the direction of my career, now I ride a bike that I have ownership on. And this is like my son, when he grows up, or my daughter, when she grows up, she's like, oh, this is our bike, it's our bike, like our company. That's crazy. That's growth, I think.
And that definitely is. You're okay with your kids riding bikes?
100%.
You want them to ride bikes?
I want them to do whatever they're comfortable with. Yeah. If they're not comfortable riding a bike, please don't get on a bike. Yeah. If you're not comfortable on a motorcycle, do not get on to a motorcycle, or inline skates. Everybody wants to do. If you're not comfortable, if that body mechanics is not happening with you, mat karo, because some ligament is going to tear, something's going to happen. If you're not confident on a motorcycle, it's not for you, which is okay.
I'm excited to ride this bike. I'm really excited to ride this bike, and I'm glad that we went there.
Do a small review on the day, and put it in the ballistic mode, and where you have a free kind of, there are some roads here that you can actually, catch good speed. Just see the acceleration, and then just message me saying whatever.
I'll text you. Congratulations to Satyam as well. He's right on the side, and then. All right, let's go back to Mustang, and let's talk about our very own fun trip. Which
you guys are so blessed, man. Just riding around
The terrain. What do you think of the whole scene? Like as soon as you cross, by the time you cross Tatabani and then you get to Jomsom, like that whole terrain, and then once you go up there, it's something else.
That mandir is there, na?
Yeah. Muktinath
temple. So we went there. But when you come back, and then you just keep going up, the colors of the mountains, they keep changing. A lot of this you will see in Leh also, in Leh Ladakh.
Yeah, I remember when I was there, yeah.
Yeah, so it is similar. You're like, and it's on the other side of the Himalayas, right? But the caves, man, these are so interesting. You just see holes in this whole terrain, and then you see this river, and you're following, sometimes you're on this side, sometimes you're on that side. Lots of river crossings. And this time when we're coming back, the water was like higher. Look at this.
Zoom in. Where this is on the way back, or this is while you were going?
This is while we were going. While we came back, all of this was just water, so we didn't even know where the potholes were, where the rocks were. So
this is yesterday.
No, this is on the way going up.
This is going up. Zoom in.
This is without rain.
This is without rain. I'm just imagining how
that's
it is.
That's me in the front.
So what exactly happened, Rannvijay? So we have Nepali guys here as well, and friends from India as well.
17 guys were selected from India. Some of them are owners, right? So this is a community ride.
Yeah.
And then we got 10 more community from Nepal. And by the way, young Nepalese riders were looking like just fun bunch and all that. And we were like, man, our terrain's difficult because we knew how the Indian riders ride. But these guys have it. You guys have it in your blood. When you see off-roading, most of us in India had to learn. Those guys natural, just just standing up and just like it was beautiful to see two girls, Nepalese riders, very confident, so good that Hero's thinking of getting them to compete in a rally in India, and they don't even know it. They've just been riding since they were 18. They're now 21 for 3 years. The two of them just go riding.
That's amazing. Did they get some tips from you, and did you get some tips from them too?
No, I realized that if you take it too seriously, right?
Yeah.
If you take yourself, like, they were just having fun.
Yeah.
When I see an obstacle now, because I'm also 41, if I get hurt, one, I have to go see my kids. Second, there is work. There is some shoot, this thing, that thing, to pay fees. When you're young, you don't care. You're also not scared of many things.
Yeah.
You're not scared of falling. When I fall, you're on the bed for 4 weeks. What happens? Nothing happens. You watch more TV. Or your friends come and hang out with you. Us? My God.
We can't.
There's so many people working in this office. If you're not coming to office, you're responsible for so many more people. So it was amazing to see them just have fun. And, while this is a very tough terrain, you also need discipline. So you're having fun, but discipline, no overtaking from the left, always wearing your gear, everybody's wearing full gear. So responsibility was there. And that's one thing that I'd like to tell everybody, that motorcyclists or bikers have been tarnished because of the brash image in movies and the gundas are always on the bike, their shirt is open, their hair is this thing. That's okay. That's fictionalized, and maybe that was true for some people. But anybody who's serious about motorcycling or biking, how does my wife or my parents, how do they let me go out? Because they've seen the gear that I wear.
Yeah.
They're like, man, if he's so serious about it, if he's wearing one rush pants, the knee, this thing, elbow, chest, spine, helmet. The helmet can't be it has to be a proper helmet. They can't say anything to me. By gearing up, I'm getting other people's respect. People who don't have money and are serious bikers, they won't spend on it won't be iPhone. It'll be the cheapest phone they can get, but the gear would be proper. Because you want to do this till the last days of your life. And you can only do it if you survive till then. You will only survive if you're disciplined on the road and you gear up. Okay? Otherwise, what's the point of doing it for 20 years and not the rest of the 40 years that are left? You might as well just gear up. So priorities should be right. And I saw a lot of young people, the gear was correct, and very happy with that. And this is what we want to project, that you could go for a very tough terrain, you can fall and get up and all that. But if you're geared up, it's part of life.
And plus, you're working with the world's largest two-wheeler in the planet, right? And that's what I'm sure Hero definitely wants to share with everybody too.
This has got nothing to do with ROI. How many bikes are we going to sell because we went to this? Nothing. It's a community thing. But when you go on a ride with a company, and I've done rides just where I'm organizing things. There's one guy, and you go with your friends, and where are we going to stay? Oh, now the petrol. Now there's a puncture. When you go with a company, it's just like the maintenance is easy. Like we would bash the bike up. Next morning is fully
taken
serviced.
care of.
No puncture, no nothing, because the company's with their best mechanics. That way, it was quite a privilege. It was a privileged ride. I didn't have to book anything. The planning was done by them. You know, when we plan, we go for a bike ride, we are planning. Where are we going to stop?
Yeah.
What are we going to eat? What if this happens? Is there a doctor? There was a doctor on standby.
Yeah.
There was a mechanic, and all the other things were taken care of. So it was a very physically challenging thing, but mentally you just needed to show up as a rider. You don't have to do logistics.
Everything is taken care of.
It was pretty good.
Show the video, show the video to everybody, the video that I sent you as well. I want to show the part which... Scary parts
man.
While coming back. This is yesterday, right? Now this is
the day before yesterday.
Yeah, day before yesterday.
Day before yesterday was the worst day. Yesterday was...
The whole country was going through it.
Man, and we didn't know. We thought that this is the way we took. Now it's rained, and it was raining like continuously. And we're slipping and sliding, and this particular part, you know why I stopped? Generally, you do an obstacle and you keep going. I wanted to see if they're okay, because they were behind me. You see there were two bikers who were crossing. Brother, when I was going like this, there was a huge chunk of mud just sliding. While I was going, it started sliding. So instead of going straight, I was going left towards the river, and you can see all like... So I had to kind of turn the bike's wheel towards the hill, accelerate. When I went a little like this, then I went like that, and I was like, hope. And we didn't know how severe it was, because we were like, wow, exciting, oh, you did it, oh, arms are pumped, this, that, oh. But people, like, it was hard on people, man. Crazy. I believe some buses also in this last couple of years have...
Yeah,
gone to the water.
There's some our terrain's a little bit difficult, right? And there's something that is out of our hands as well, which is Mother Nature.
Like, you know, I'd like to say something. Your terrain isn't the most difficult terrain in the world. That is the North Pole or the South Pole or glaciers and all. But nobody lives there. That inhabitation. So, like, inhabitation-wise, it's probably one of the toughest terrains.
Yeah.
Because so many people are living between... Like Kathmandu and Pokhara, business is there, livelihood is there. When I came back and when I went, it was just like road was dug up. People are trying to make roads while there's this thing, that thing. It's tough, because in a tough terrain, you're fully, like, you've occupied this terrain, right? Like in Siberia, it's tougher, but itna log nahi wahan pe. Itna infrastructure banane ki koshish nahi kar rahe wahan pe, right? So I think you're in the toughest terrain. And but your mindset, the Pahadi mindset, the warrior mindset, like even till date, the British Army prides itself on the Nepalese Gorkha soldiers, right? I think 17th or 18th, again, there is this thing in Pokhara. I met those young guys yesterday.
Oh, you met them?
Yeah.
You met Laure too, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah. I actually met Laure for the first time during your Himalaya Roadies, season 1.
Yeah.
And you know what I loved about Laure's talent? I saw a rap battle, a Nepali rap battle between Unique Poet and Laure.
Yeah.
And Unique Poet is his fan. And he says it. How does it feel like getting murdered by your own fan? Huh? And तेरा तो भर्ती नहीं हुआ, Laure in the soldier, क्योंकि उसके लिए English बोलनी पड़ती है. तो ऐसा... And now this guy had everything to lose, because he was the big guy who jiska fan usko, and then he comes up a whole verse in English. And I was like, man, this is like a movie. And it was just a rap cipher in Nepal 16 years ago, man. For 16 minutes, I think 12, 13 years ago.
Yeah.
I've shown that rap cipher to people in US. They're like, what is this scene? This is the one.
You have seen this, and you've showed it to people.
I have shown it. Kam se kam. Pana jute ka mala.
You know
I remember all of that. I can, without listening to it, I know it.
Man, that's awesome.
I have seen this, I know this. Without actually... I've learned some Nepalese because of this. Because I know each and every word, what he's meaning. He's saying, पहना हो तेरे जूते वाला कौन से कक्षा में, अरे अब गैस फूट गया कि तेरे को, मतलब फेयर एंड लवली के. So I remember everything. Because this is not just about him and Unique Poet. Look at the youth 16, 15 years ago. Look at the culture, the street culture that existed in Nepal then.
Yeah.
There's a rap battle. India didn't have this kind of rap scene then.
I can't believe that you've shown it to friends in other
USA,
parts of the world too.
UK, India.
That's awesome.
Divine, I've shown Divine this.
You showed Divine this?
Divine knows Laure.
There's something that I want to tell you now. It's called Raw Bars. And the mayor of our city, that we're, Kathmandu, metropolitan city, is a rapper too.
No.
Yeah.
Can I see something?
Yeah, of course, man.
The mayor?
Yeah, the mayor of Kathmandu came from, did a battle. That's the mayor. That's our mayor. You didn't know this?
Way.
That's the gentleman. Yeah, that's our mayor right there, brother, right now. His name is Mayor Balin.
And at that time, what was he doing?
He's an engineer. He was a rapper too. And he still is, I'm sure. Somewhere or the other, he's definitely.
He must be dissing other politicians in rap. Like, he must be writing down.
Bro, he is dishing everybody, man. No, but we love him. Like,
nice.
We love him, and
so good
he's our next big.
The face.
He's
of
our
youth.
change.
He's the face of youth, right?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
There you go. That's our mayor.
Oh, that's him now.
Yeah, bro.
What a look.
That's our mayor, bro.
Hey, this guy looks good. Oh my God.
Go a little bit.
Looks like a star, bro. And I love the Nepali hat, man. That
topi.
The topi is.
We'll give you one.
I have.
You have?
This Nirvana put one on me.
Oh yeah.
At that day.
Go down and ask Priyanka or somebody to get one of the topi for Rannvijay from our side. So this is our mayor, and again,
good. This beard suits him. There's a little bit of maturity from his rap battle that you showed me, but he looks good, man.
He's doing amazing things.
Congratulations to you guys, man. That's good.
Yeah. So the youth,
This is his following on what? Instagram?
This is This is following on Facebook only.
Well done. That's good.
He's amazing, man. We all love him. Like there's gonna.
He's one of us, right?
Exactly.
He's young. He must be younger than me also.
Yeah. He's in his 30s now.
Yeah.
Early 30s. And he's making a lot of changes. And he's definitely dissing a lot of people. But again, everything that he's doing is for the young population and for the young lot and also for the change of the country. And I
like this guy.
He's doing awesome things.
Congratulations, man. And, he's got his pulse on the youth because he's one of us, right?
Yeah.
And how you said that when you work, one of your secrets is that you try to work with younger people so that you stay relevant and current. And I do that too. So that's good.
The thing about work, right? Was there ever a break for you from work except for family? Like, is there anything called like a break?
Nah.
No, right?
Till I met my wife, I never took a day off. I was getting many days off because as an MTV VJ, I was on a salary. And if they were working with me for 100 days a year, great, or 200, that's okay. But I had the rest of the year free. That's when I started. That's when I was still doing rides myself with my friends because I had a little bit of money. Now I can pay for petrol and get better tires for that kind of terrain. All of that I was doing. I did lay on a Charisma and I changed the wheels, and I
put the spoke ones.
Yeah. No, and I got the shockers a little higher. You just do whatever you can at that time, right? So then we hired bikes later. So the years that I had free time, I didn't take the free time. The MTV was like, okay, we're working on the 14th of November to 14th of December. Before that, we have nothing. So, I have 14 days free. So I can go somewhere? Yeah, do whatever.
Yeah.
I'll go home, play basketball, go travel. So I never took a day off. But once I met my wife, then I had to start saying, hey, me and my wife or my girlfriend at that time or my fiance, we're going here for some stuff. So I'm not available. I am not available. I only said after 2013. For 10 years, I didn't say I'm not available. You at work, I'm free. I'm doing lots of good things. But I never said that I'm not available. Now the aim after 2020, my daughter was 3 years old. And during lockdown, we went after 3 months of lockdown in Mumbai. We went to London.
Yeah,
wife's from there, and my daughter is also a British citizen. And it was great because we're just going to the parks, 3 of us, going to feed the ducks, some horse riding, strawberry picking, trying to do all the things that you would actually do when you had free time.
Yeah.
And she just turned 3, so she was also in a place where she was like reciprocating, telling us how she feels, and she was expressing herself. And then 2021, we had the second kid. And I realized that my goals from, I want to do a certain project, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to invest, or I want to have this is my worth. Nothing. My goal is that I don't want to work more than 15 days a month on an average.
Yeah.
There could be a month together, but which also means that there could be a full month free. And when I'm not working, I'm only with my kids. Picking, dropping, putting them to sleep, scootering, cycling, going to the beach.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons that we live in Dubai, like I told you.
Yeah.
Because that's central for my wife also. Because she was born and brought up in London and Dubai a little bit. And when I'm there, I'm not working. All my work is around this side. So that gives me a nice quality time with my kids. And that's what my aim is right now. If I could just work lesser, I don't want to not work. I want to still be relevant and current for the rest of my life, so that I can do a ride like this. Now, this is part of work, but honestly, I didn't have to take time off. I can't be away from my family taking time off, but this is like a holiday. Like, this is like an experience that I'd like to do, right?
Have you ever felt like you've worked in the past 20 plus years?
Some days. Yeah. No, you feel like you work, because especially when you're away from family, right? Yeah. And I've done, you're like, man, why am I doing it? And because you have kids and because you're looking at their future, that's good incentive, but it does feel like work, because now you don't want to be away from your family, right? And sometimes I'm getting about 3, 4 bodies hurting, because a lot of my work is physical, right? And still young guys are there just trying to beat me. I'm maybe 20 years older than them. But there is no place that I go to, even on a pool table, if there's a kid, he wants to beat me, and then on his WhatsApp group say, Rannvijay ko pool mein hara diya, right? So I'm very competitive like that. Even if they're not thinking like that, I am thinking like that.
I know, I've realized that, yeah.
But I'm like, I'm going to win this.
Yeah.
Right? I'm going to give it my best shot, because I'm not going to let just the fact that I'm older get into my way. I might be slower, but even in basketball, I'm very competitive. But like somewhere I'm like, okay, should I overdo this and hurt myself and win, which means nothing also, because there's no championship? Or should I just pull back a little bit, give them a taste, and then just gracefully let go, so that I can again play tomorrow and day after? So I'm in the middle of that.
The thin line.
I'm there. I'm just trying to figure out, because I'm physically still at a good place, because it's not I'm not yet deteriorating, because I'm still working out, eating right. But I see that I'm not as fast as I was. I'm faster than many younger people, but not as fast as I was. So I can
relate to exactly what you're saying. I can relate. I'm about to hit the 40 mark shortly, and then in a few years.
But believe me, this is right now, 36, 37, 38 is still the peak. If you build on it right now, when you're 41, 42, you'll be okay.
You know, the best thing that I ever did, and I'm going to add this, and I was telling you earlier as well, the best thing that I did was quit fucking smoking cigarettes.
Wow.
Tobacco is like, I don't know, you've never smoked, so...
I've never smoked. Very funny story, but my mom played the cards so right. You have time?
Yeah.
We have time now?
Yeah.
You don't have to keep it, but I'll tell you why I didn't smoke.
No, we'll keep it.
One, I want to first congratulate you. I know my other friend, very close friend, Raghu, who's from Roadies.
Oh, yeah. The twins.
Yeah.
Raghu and Raghav.
Raghu and Rajiv. Raghu used to smoke a lot. And one day, cold turkey, left it. I think it's been 7-8 years. Never touched it again. Very proud of him. So, smoking and then leaving is very difficult. Not smoking ever is still a choice. I got lucky. Yeah. So, congratulations. Very proud of you.
Thank you so much.
Because when you're doing well in life, when you're famous, there is no incentive. There's nobody telling you anything. Your parents don't say anything. You have to yourself do it. And that's not easy. When there's a wife or a girlfriend or parents and you're young, you're still under people's control, you can still be told again and again. But once you're successful and people are looking up to you, you don't have to leave anything, right?
Yeah.
So, congratulations, but now I'll tell you why I never smoked.
Tell me.
I'm going to can I do this?
Yeah, of course you can.
I'm a desi guy, guys. I'm a desi guy.
Yeah, there some hot coffee. You go.
This is iced Americano.
What happened?
I got back from my boarding school because my dad didn't want me to be in the boarding school as a senior, 11th, 12th, because then whatever you learn, you unlearn. So 11th, 12th, I came back from a boarding school. My mom was in Delhi, mom and brother. My dad was in the border in J&K. My mom gets a call. I'm in the principal's office. Fight has happened. There's blood on me. She comes in. She looks at me. And I'm sitting in the back. The principal's desk is there. She's sitting next to the principal's desk, and I'm sitting in the back. And something. He says something, and my mom, she's like, my son would never do that. I was like, what? She's like, he will never start that. So basically, there was a fight because of somebody, and I was in it, and I was pretty agile and strong because I'd just gotten back from a boarding school where you have to survive every day, and here there were just some day scholars in Delhi. So I just like... So now I'm sitting in the car, blood, and my mother has had my back in front of the school's principal. So she's driving this car. She's sitting on the wheel. Now, you know how moms drive, like sitting like this. And I'm sitting next to her before school has finished because I'm in the car. She's taking me home. And I said, sorry, Mama. And she doesn't say anything. I'm thinking now she's going to beat me at home after parking the car. So I go home. She goes into her room. This is not lunchtime because school hasn't ended. My brother hasn't come. So for 1 hour, I'm like, what happened? I go again.
Today, Dulai.
Sorry, Mama. She doesn't say anything. I'm like, dude, she's going to stab me with something. Because mom used to beat me, right? Mom's whacked the boys, yeah? Harman comes back home in the school. Where were you? In the school bus, this happened. We missed you. I thought you were in the school. What happened? Why are you here? What happened? What? So I was like, principal. What happened? So then mom came. Have your lunch. Have your lunch. I'm like, should I eat? Has she poisoned my food? Am I going to die? Because she's not saying anything.
She's not happy at all.
She's pissed. And she's gotten my back. Because if she came and said, you did it, third.
It's over.
It's over in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
How could you do it? I'll tell you. That's okay, man. She's not saying a word. I'm like, she's going to kill me in my sleep. Or she's going to poison me right now. So now, she's going to sleep at 2:30 till 4 or 4:30. But 4 o'clock I have to go to play. Now, if she's in a bad mood and she gets up and I'm not there, any chance of living is over.
You've had it.
So before she goes to sleep, she's, okay, afternoon siesta, you know. So before she goes to sleep, I go to her and sit next to her feet. And I'm saying, I'm very sorry. You know, I'm starting to say, that happened. She's like, I know you, you're my son. And she said in Punjabi, but I'm just going to say it in English. In Sikhs, smoking is, I know this, the smoking is frowned down upon them. Yeah. So Sikhs don't smoke. But I'm 16, 17, right? So my mom says, I know my son, I know you. Even if you kill somebody and come back, I have your back. Just don't smoke ever. One googly. I'm like, what? She's like, even if you kill somebody and come back, I know who you are, why would you do it? And I'll have your back. We'll figure out. Just promise me, you will never smoke. I was like, in my head, I was like, what, dude, that's a great deal. Not that I want to kill people, but I was like, that's a great deal that I can do. If my intention is right, my mom's got my back. If somebody's doing something wrong to somebody, I'll bash them up and come back, she'll have my back. I don't want to smoke, done.
For life.
I was anyways playing basketball. I was never going to smoke. I don't think I was going to smoke. But my mom's saying that, and I was like, okay. And so many times I had to remind her, remember you said don't smoke. And she's like, shut up. So that was, my mom just played her cards. And I was 16. I was like, this is a great deal. Because I was going to get into trouble again and again because I was going to do things. And I was like, okay, I won't smoke. Can I go to play now? She's like, go. I was happy.
Good, man. Good. This is a big shout out to Auntie too.
It's like an episode of some one of those English seasons that we saw of something. It's like one episode.
Don't do this. Don't do this. Oh man, that's so cool. My mother just told me one thing, and I keep it with me forever. Don't be a bad human being.
Yeah.
Like Nepali, naramro manche nabannu. Like naramro manche nabannu. Like don't be a bad person. Just be a nice person. Like whatever has happened, somebody else is doing it for a reason. That person's bad for a reason. That person was not born bad, right? So just be a nice guy. And
unke circumstances, how they were brought up, what are their resources, what are their influences, were their parents good, were they happy?
The whole thing comes to play, no?
Yeah.
Your parents, tell me something. This is something that I've been dwelling on since morning, right? How come we never, like going to India or going to somewhere in India has always been like, okay, family thing, right? India is right there. Something or the other always kind of pulls you, right?
Yeah.
Like Nepal, right? When you think of like Nepal, right? Or Kathmandu or something. Never happened like a family vacation here or like something or the other here when you were young?
In Nepal?
Yeah. Never panned out that way.
It costs money to go to a place where you don't have anybody. So I'll tell you what, we had a lot of holidays and we didn't realize it, that they were all very economical. My dad was in the army. His two younger brothers also in the army. And Dadaji's retired and he was in Ludhiana. So 10 days, Diwali chutti, we're going to Ludhiana. And the other two are also coming and cousins are there. Amazing. You go back to your wherever you posted. The Shera chuttis, 15 days. Chacha Chachi and their two sons, Zora Saj, are coming to us in Samba. So their holidays to us. Summer vacations, our holiday 1 month is to them. They're in Jabalpur. So we're seeing different cities but we're staying in their homes.
Yeah.
And we realized it later that we had many holidays, but we never went and spent money on a hotel.
Yeah.
I actually don't spend money on a hotel. I don't know how to do it, but only after my wife came into my life. If I had to come to Nepal, I'd stay at your house. Right?
You have my couch and my whole
and
house.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But I used to do that. Like even when I went to England or whenever I was young during those MTV days and I didn't have work and I was free, so I would go, but I would be staying with people. And then I started doing youth hostels.
Yeah, that's the best.
I was like 2011. Me and my friends, we went to Barcelona. We went to France, Amsterdam. We stayed in youth hostels. $29 bed. There was no valuables we had. The maximum thing that was valuable was phone, passport.
That's it.
And then these t-shirts and shirts and all that. They weren't even expensive at that time. We didn't have expensive clothes. So we stayed in youth hostels and the parties that were happening in youth hostels.
And you meet so many people.
You meet those. What are you doing tomorrow? Tomorrow in Prague, we're going to this place. Oh, we'll also. It was amazing, man. So we realized that we did lots of family vacations. But we either stayed in officers' messes, or my dad's Postmates houses, or chachas, or mamas, but we were always going to people's homes.
Things were different then, right?
Yeah.
Now, officially, I want to welcome you and your family to Kathmandu, to Nepal.
Awesome.
Anytime. If the Dubai heat gets too warm or the UK cold gets too much, then please come here. Please come. Come with your family.
So what we're trying to do, because both my kids are at the age where every time you take them to a place, it's education.
Yeah.
So we took them to Kashmir.
You were telling me,
Gulmarg, Pahalgam, Srinagar. We were there for Eid. And we had a great time, man. We had a great time. Last time in October, we took them to Chandigarh for 7 days and Kasauli. During the summers, we were in London, Nana Nani, and then we went to Switzerland. So we do Dada Dadi, Nana Nani, and then another thing. So once with my parents and us, we went to Scotland, 7 days. The idea is to take them to every 6-7 day chutti. I'm going to get my parents to now. My kids have never been to Goa. So I'll tell my parents or my brother, we're going for a family vacation. But instead of coming to Chandigarh, we go to Goa. So you come there. Yeah. Next time we'll go to Kerala. And tell my in-laws that we'll come to London, but then all of us, let's go to Greece. So one of those trips, we'll come to. Kathmandu. I'll tell parents also. Let's go to Nepal.
Yeah.
And I'll tell my brother also, you love my brother. My brother is 88 born. So he's
awesome. He's my age, yeah.
And you will love him. He's a great guy. He's in the same boat. He doesn't have a great relationship right now.
Okay.
That's the only difference.
Mine is all right.
Yeah. And I don't know if your followers know, but so that's why I didn't want to say. Yeah. But you're lucky like that. But he's in the same zone except for that, and you love him. So, and we'll do adventure activities. The kids can see the culture, so that's what we're trying to do. And this is 4 hours away.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Come.
Now he said it.
This is me officially saying.
Yeah.
No, we'll take care of it. Rannvijay, I'll take care of everything. Honest to God.
I know.
Honest to God,
you have
right?
been today also, man. I don't think if today when you picked me up and then you heard of a small thing and you're like, that's a situation. And before we sat here, I think the situation is over because you know that I really want to go home.
It's taken care of.
It's the NOC. I just want to say, if you have an Indian passport and you're in Nepal and if you're not flying back to your home country, which is India, you have to get an NOC from the Indian embassy. And today is a Sunday. And I didn't have one, but now I do. Thank you, buddy.
It's taken care of. It's taken care of. Anything you want here is taken care of. Now there's an elephant in the room that I want to get to.
Oh.
Roadies happened all across the planet.
Yeah.
Maybe in the future in Nepal? What do you think?
So the first Nepal as a gang leader, first Roadies as a gang leader in X2, which was the 12th year, was in Nepal, man.
Yeah.
We had a great time.
Yeah.
And if what I was trying to do, honestly, was when I came here for the Roadies 1, the Himalayan Roadies, I think we were in the 14th or the 15th year.
Yeah.
I wanted to do a season of Indian Roadies versus Himalaya Roadies.
Oh, yeah?
Half in India, half in Nepal.
Half in Nepal.
Yeah. That would be crazy. So your best roadies that you've seen, and you get 2 of your gang leaders, Laure and another person, we'll see. And here, I host the show.
Yeah,
you get 2 Indian gang leaders and your best roadies. Let's see who wins.
No, that's going to be awesome. Right now, you're about to go ahead and do the MTV Roadies double cross, right?
So I left MTV in 2020.
Yeah, this is like pre-COVID or during COVID?
During COVID.
Yeah.
After COVID, then when I started, my wife was pregnant with the second kid. I was like, man, I've been here with MTV for 18 years. What if in 3-4 years they say, thank you, man. Sir, you have great service, 24, 25 years you've given us, thank you. Bye-bye. And at that age, which I haven't reached yet, how will I be looking at, hey man, can I get some job? I said, no, right now, let me get out of my comfort zone. Let me re-strategize this situation. Let me say no to MTV. Let's see what happens. As soon as I said no to MTV, people are like, oh, what, Rannvijay is not doing Roadies or Splitsvilla, Suddenly a Sony is like, man, he invests a lot. We're doing Shark Tank. I think he should be our host. We realized later that the host didn't have too much of a job, but that show was one of the biggest shows during that year.
Yeah.
When somebody saw me on Shark Tank, they're like, man, he's not doing Roadies. Yari adventure show where on Z's Zest, where I went to 8 different jungles. So suddenly I had a relationship for 18 years with MTV.
Yeah.
Now, in the first 2-3 months, I've had a relationship with Sony and Z. Then I did a show on, is he not doing Splitsvilla also? There is a reality show on Netflix, which is a dating reality show. So me and Gaur Khan did IRL, Netflix. Yeah. Then I did something now I'm doing for Discovery.
Mismatched also.
Mismatched on Netflix, and then something for TVF. Suddenly, now I have a relationship with 6 different production houses, 6 different channels. And now I'm going to go back to Roadies.
MTV?
Yeah, 4 years later. So that all the eggs are not in the same basket. And when I tell people, get out of your comfort zone, तूने क्या खुद भी तो करना पड़ेगा. You got to do it yourself. So you have to I did take the risk where I'm like, okay, I have kids, we're living in Dubai. This is the maximum amount of money that I need ever in my life. I can't have one person just hold
all your cards.
All my cards. कि ये करना है यार, इस साल रणविजय आपके साथ काम नहीं करेंगे. We'll just do one show, not the other one. Hello? So I had to do it at that age, and I think so far it seems like it's working out. Let's see what happens. But I think you gotta take the risk, like how you have also not gone back to that one show.
Yeah.
But you started this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's working out. It's doing well. And this you can do from anywhere.
Yeah.
From Hawaii, from Thailand, from Dubai, because you have your own fan base. They'll follow you. Nepalese people, Indian people. It's good. I think I'm also now figuring out a way of just being anywhere with my kids and still being able to work and reach out to people.
You want to do something digitally?
Yeah. I used to do a lot of YouTube.
Yeah.
But that time I was young and I just...
You're still young, Ranji.
No, as in, my time was mine.
Yeah.
I was not responsible for my wife's and my kids' times. Now imagine I go shoot for roadies and then I'm making my own content on YouTube and then I go work out and I play basketball. Then why do I have a family?
Yeah.
So, but now I have the resources to hire the right kind of people and pay them their fee that they deserve to make the content.
Yeah. And I got a team here if you ever need anything. Honest.
Wow. From Nepal.
Yeah,
just
why not?
Send them the Google Drive. And
yeah, why not? Yeah, I got a team here, everything sorted. Hey, you guys wanna? Yeah, well, there you go. They're all like happy. Thumbs up. Yeah, they're all happy too. No, the world has become a one big oyster, right? And we can practically go, like you were telling me while we were driving here, right? We can work from anywhere in the world, you know.
Bro, even to stay current, nah? Like you're gonna do movies, you've done movies, you're gonna do shows and all. Somebody has to. If you're in Hawaii, and somebody says, Sanjay bhai, ek role hai. Gunde ka role, biker boy. Uska ek audition karna hai. You don't have to fly in. Put this guy in front of you, read the lines, say it, then they'll say yes or no. Earlier, you had to live in Mumbai to get your next job.
How is Mumbai, by the way? How is Mumbai? Like if you had to describe it, like not when you started.
It is electrifying.
Right.
When I was young, it was the place to be. When I was married and we were seeing each other, it was just, we would go to restaurants, we'd go out, we'd go to friends' places, we would travel. It's so central, like very well connected. I live in Bandra Khar, nice area, cafes, expats, all of that, because you're young. It's just you and her. Or she'll do her own thing, you do your own thing, you work and everything. It's electrifying. But the area that we live in, there's no place to cycle with kids. So for younger people who want to express themselves and just like in their 20s and 30s and just they're only responsible for their own time, Mumbai is the place, right? But as soon as you're like, hey, I want some space, a garden, you can't get, I can't get a garden in Mumbai, right? The beach I can't go to with my kids because there are a lot of people. In India, there are a lot of people. So then my time will not... It won't be my kids' time. It'll be other people who, because I'm not rude. If I'm out, I'll be nice to everybody, right? That's why. So then it'll take away from their time. So now, Mumbai is a place where I go and reconnect with, like as soon as I go there, I'm working for 4 straight days. But every evening, my brother, Varun Sood, all these guys, bye, should we go to the gym together? Bye, coffee behind, bye, yeah. So it's like, I kind of get all the energy in those 3-4 days.
Yeah.
Connect with people, and then I get out to my suburban life with my kids, cycling around. Time doesn't pass quickly. Whereas in Bombay, I kid you not, if this was Bombay today, right now it'd be 8 p.m. It would be 8 p.m. You wouldn't know where the time's gone. It's fast, it's electrifying. People are nice.
Yeah, I know. I realize that.
People are very nice.
I realize that. I'm looking into doing a few things there, right? So that's one of the reasons why I touched base on that, right? And
anything you need there that I can connect you with, done. And there's an ultraviolet. There's an ultraviolet F77 waiting for you, fully charged.
Done.
No, that's there,
brother. Thank you so much for that.
There's a Duke also 200, but F77s. You'll enjoy it. And there's an Enfield also. You can choose whatever, and there's a place to stay because in the house where my brother and I live, I'm in Dubai, so there's also full room to yourself. And even if I'm there, the couch and everything, we'll figure it out.
I know. No, this is like I'll take you. I'll take you for this, man. 100%. I'll take you for this, and it means so much.
See, I'll tell you something. Yeah. If your team can edit this from wherever, and if for 7 days you want to be in Mumbai and record 7 interviews, let's line up 4, 5, 6 guys for you. You do it. Hire a studio. Will help you hire a studio. You do it. They'll keep editing. You go to Hawaii, Honolulu, wherever you want to go. Right?
No, it's done. And then, I saw that you opened you have shares in so many different businesses, right? Like if I start talking about it, it's gonna like gaming company to burger house to God knows what not, right? Did you ever think of starting your own production house, or you have it?
I had. A lot of these things where you invest, like if I invested in your company, if you're making t-shirts or if you're making coffee, I am just investing. If you can use me to market it, it's up to you. Yeah. If you can't, it's okay. It's not my headache anymore if I invested. If you have your own business, you have to run it. I already have 3 jobs. I'm an active athlete, according to myself. I'm acting. I'm hosting. And on top of that, I want time with my kids. इसके ऊपर से अपना business जब शुरू करो, production house, अरे वो bill आ गया, that invoice, oh let me call the DOP and all that. So I had it, but I kind of curtailed it down. The company is still there, but I don't do any productions except for when I have to hire a camera guy or a DOP or a editor for one of the brands that I'm shooting for. Right? So it happens through the production house. But having said that, in 10, 11 years, when I do have the time, my brother writes, we want to make small feature films, short films and all, but the production house is there. Is it running? But there are no overheads. It's only me and the CA, right? So it's okay, but running your own business, you have to be fully 100. That has to be your main job.
Yeah.
Whereas the investments that I've done, say for example, Ultraviolette, the founders, the guys here, the distributors, they're doing their job. I'm, by the way, a bonus that I'm also a biker who's a little saleable.
Yeah.
Right? Even if they don't take me and take Salman Bhai, they're doing their job every day. That's their main job. That's why my money should grow there. But if I was in the middle of running that business and not giving 100%, then the business, everything that suffers. So I'm very clear that I'll only do things where other people are doing 100%, it's their job.
Yeah.
Then I can invest or be part of it. But if I have to run it, I'm not good at it.
Few things before we touch base on other things, right? Like, what did you enjoy the most, or what do you actually enjoy the most, right? Since we just talked about somebody that I really love and admire and adore, right? Salman Khan, right?
Salman Bhai, yeah.
Cinema? Like, what's like?
I love it. But so I don't say it as cinema. I say fiction and non-fiction.
Yeah.
Okay. Fiction is where you're playing a part. You're playing a character. It could be your own thoughts, your own creativity, or it could be somebody else's written it or somebody else's direction. Non-fiction I enjoy because I get to do things myself. Like riding a bike, river rafting, talking to somebody and then making sure that, you're hosting, you're applying your brain. And you're in the moment.
Yeah.
Like when non-fiction, if a task is happening, I am actually viewing the task there and then. That's the episode. I'm watching it while it's happening. I don't watch an edited episode because I know who won, who went out, who got voted out.
Yeah.
So I enjoy that part. And that's a physically challenging part because it's long days, long hours. When you do non-fiction, it's the experience of the shoot. When you do fiction, it's how the pieces join together.
Yeah.
Like if I'm on a call with you, I've not seen you do your part. When you see the scene, you're like, wow, man, this guy did like this and now it works. Or when you read it, in your head, you imagined, okay, the podcast room, there's a table. There are different articles. But when you come here and the set is, oh man, the art guy. So I enjoy delivering on somebody's thought and creativity. That gives me a satisfaction of, oh, very good scene, you did it. Man, I thought it like this, but you did it like this. Wow, man, good. So you know, wow, I'm getting accomplished for. So when I get applauded for acting, I get a good sense of accomplishment. But I also enjoy non-fiction for just the experience of it.
Yeah.
Because shooting fiction, the experience could not be great. Because if you're like, I feel really sad if I'm going to do a sad scene. I'm already not talking to people. I'm trying to force myself.
Already in the zone.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to force myself into not be very chirpy, this and that, gets the mood and all that. So that experience would be a little heavy that day. Right? The experience of shooting a scene is not as good as, yeah, guys, oh, gir gaya, is that. So now I find different highs in both the things.
What do you want to say to friends who want to start acting in cinema? Like any suggestion that you have?
I would say that you have a phone which has a camera. You have your scripts, your favorite scenes from Godfather or Mr. Bachchan's films or Salman Bhai's films. Get those scenes out. Today you can just get them out, enact them, put them up on YouTube, put them on Instagram. In Nepal you have TikTok.
Yeah.
And if Bhuvan Bham can do it, you know who Bhuvan Bham is?
No.
He's a YouTuber from India.
Oh, okay. Look it up by the way.
BBK Vines.
Oh yeah, I know BBK Vines. Yeah.
He had his own phone, not even an iPhone at that time.
Yeah.
Did different characters, Mama, ye, wo karke. Today he's a mainstream actor in the main lead in a Disney Hotstar show.
Yeah.
Taza Khabar.
Yeah.
So don't wait for other people to give you a chance. You have a phone.
You get started. Prajakta as well, mostly Prajakta.
Same. She didn't wait for. She acted on her YouTube.
She's
as much
amazing.
As she wanted. And then she got mismatched as her first season as the main lead, and she's done movies now. And nobody gave her आओ मैं तुम्हें launch करता हूँ. You know, you can launch yourself. You have a phone.
Rannvijay, so something that is so core with me, right? Taking a risk.
Yeah.
Why did you take a risk, and why did you audition? What made you audition, right? In a very short format, in a few sentences, if you just had to share with everybody.
I always put
that risk.
I always, I never had much, so risking was easy. Like, I never needed money to have a great time. Because my parents brought me up in a way where sports and even a motorcycle, if you have a motorcycle, the amount of money that you're putting in is 500 ka petrol.
Yeah.
It's practically easy.
Yeah.
So to have a good time, no money was needed, which means when I had nothing, I was risking nothing. Yeah. Every time I see an opportunity, I see the door open, I put my foot in first. Let's see. And I try many things.
Same thing to people from India, Nepal, anywhere in the world who are listening at the moment? Take the risk, take the plunge.
Try everything out. If you don't try something, you won't know whether you're good at it or not. You would not know whether you enjoyed it or not. Everybody wants to be a biker, man. Everybody, like this video, everybody wants it. Only once you ride, when your life is on the line, you'd know whether you enjoy it or not. Try it once, and if you don't like it, don't do it. If you like it, get better at it. Then work hard. Like, everybody loves to be fit, but it's tough, man. Here's my thing. Being obese is tough, right? Being fit is tough.
Yeah.
It's hard. You choose your hard. Being in a bad relationship is hard. Being in a good relationship is hard. Choose your hard. Right? So when you want to sleep better, it's hard. Yeah? Everybody else is having fun.
Yeah.
But it's also hard to not have good health because of sleeplessness or whatever, right? And sometimes take it easy. Like, I eat very well.
Yeah.
But today, when I saw that carrot cake and I saw the banana bread, we were having coffee. I was like, you know what? I haven't slept well, right? Because I took that flight and yesterday we were riding. I have to be fully attentive to you and your questions. I need some energy, some feel-good factor, some banana bread with coffee, feeling good.
Why not, right?
Yeah, and I'll sleep on the flight, 4 hours.
Yeah, I know. And I just wanted to let you know that everything is taken care of.
Yeah!
We just got it.
Got the NOC.
No, the catch is, I just want to wrap this up with something that's very close to me, right? See, like you mentioned earlier, right? We're big on adventure now.
Yeah.
You've come to realize that 2011, maybe we were there, but we're just getting started, right?
There was adventure, because this is the land of adventure, but I don't think you had it organized as well as now. You're organized, man. But even the shops, the outdoor wear, the adventure wear, it's all there, man. It's amazing.
Do you think friends from India will come back? Not come back. Will come and visit us and just for adventure too?
If you see my WhatsApp, people are like, "Why didn't you take me? What is this place? Whoa, is this Kazakhstan? Is this Siberia?" Because then you say, "Oh, then hashtag Nepal." That's why I write hashtag Nepal. A mystic Mustang.
Yeah.
Right? I said it right?
I saw. Yeah, you got a Mustang. Perfect. So, perfect.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to write about one of the posts about coffee. I am a coffee guy. I go to different parts of the world.
Yeah.
And here in Nepal, everybody's got their coffee right, man. They make coffee. They don't press a button and coffee doesn't just drip out. They cut. Everybody's a barista. They know how to make a cappuccino. I like that. In the middle of the highway, you'll stop next to a petrol station and there was a coffee guy. That even India doesn't have. You have like those button coffee machines. It's not nice. My friends want to come here. There are anyways a lot of climbers. Nikhil was here to do an adventure show.
Yeah. It's called the Challengers.
The one thing that I think, the culture here, the history, when you go to the temples, where I did the first day, Bhaktapur. It's amazing. So as I'm doing a show called History Hunter.
Come.
On Discovery. So maybe the second season we'll do stuff here. What is the history of this place? What are, the royal family, the legacy. There are so many stories here. Warriors, Gorkhas, and the world in 2012, the World Paragliding Championship happened in Pokhara. So it's not only I know because I've come from India or Indians know. The world knows. This is a place where you have the Mount Everest. You have the Himalayas, right? So
we have Buddha. Buddha was born here.
You have so much going for you. And I see that a lot of construction and infrastructure is getting built, which means that you guys know it. Yeah? Otherwise, why would you be building it? But in the middle of building, then this weather thing happens. But I think you're one of the most resilient people in the world. So there's nothing that you guys can't overcome. So, and you have this really like evening, everybody wants to just like wind down, party a little bit. So I think every day you kind of like go through stuff, and in the evening you just like easing up. Tomorrow is a fresh day.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like in Nepal. Like we'll see tomorrow, it's a new day, fresh day. Because today is different from yesterday, totally different.
And I wish you best of luck for your future. And hey,
this
is your home.
This is just the beginning of
this
our
is your
friendship.
home. This is
and you have a home, 2 places.
This is yours. All right, this whole thing is
I
yours.
also have in Hawaii, a place.
Bye, you have everywhere, man.
No.
All right, jahan bhi hai, theek hai. No, you have a home here, and
thank you so much.
Please come with your kids.
I love the fact that every room of yours has the map of your country, like you saw on my helmet.
Yeah,
I'm very proud to be an Indian. I see that India and Nepal are intertwined. Like I don't need a visa for this country. I just need a NOC to get out of here.
If you're flying somewhere else.
Yeah. So
no, thanks to the embassy. Thanks to the Indian embassy for making it possible.
Amazing.
On a Sunday.
Thank you. So I'm looking forward to seeing you in Mumbai or wherever we are. Yeah. Let's do some adventures together. Let's get your people and my people to comment in the section. Say stuff about...
Come trekking. Would you be open to trekking?
If it is work, yes. If it's free time, I can't.
We'll figure something out. No, we'll figure something out. We'll figure something out, and we'll probably plan something, or we'll plan a show or something.
Let me get some Indian kids. You get some Nepalese kids, and then
we'll get them all together.
Let's not have kids together, but
love you, bro. No,
thank
seriously,
you so much. Thank you
I
so
got
much.
you.
Awesome, man. Thank you.
Vyas Media Network.